Number 2, today's customers and expect an answer of yes. Is that right? Would you say so? All right. So what do you do about this? Well, you can be braced against it, or you can embrace this. So I recommend you embrace it. The feeling you want on everybody's faces in your organization is just, it's this stance of the answer is going to be yes. Now just let me know what your question is, all right? Rather than finding a million ways to say no. And this is a hallmark of great organizations, that you're committed to getting to yes rather than no. Not my department. It doesn't work that way around here. Sadly, we cannot accommodate that request. Just talking as if you're in a Grey Poupon ad doesn't make the no any better. If you call back in the morning, perhaps we'll be able to help you. There's so many things wrong with that one, right? Why don't you offer to take a message? Why don't you offer to call back in the morning when the right person has come in and you can get the info from them? So this is what a typical phone looks like in a hotel room. In fact, that's pretty much like the one in my hotel, what it looks like. So if you let's count these together. Apart from the alphanumeric keypad, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 buttons. I think I counted that right. So that means there's 14 chances that I'm going to pick the wrong one. I'm going to call the bell service, and they're going to say, no, that should be the valet, and so forth. Well, that's a little bit unfortunate. It's not the way service should work. So when Richard Branson was planning his latest company, Virgin Hotels, he decided he was going to do something better. And he and Raul Leal, who's the head of that brand for him, decided to have these much simpler telephones in the rooms. They only have one button, and it says in big cartoonish letters, yes. And I have actually tested this. You press it, and someone with a beautiful British accent, probably fake, because the only Virgin hotel so far, there's one opening in San Francisco, but the only one so far is in downtown Chicago. So probably fake British accent, but a beautiful accent nonetheless, says yes. And more important than that, they actually get me whatever I asked for, even if it wasn't particularly something that would fall within what you think of as a department of the person who answers phones. Other nice thing about this is these phones, they're in every guest room, and they're all around the hotel. So it's a visual reminder to his employees that the answer is going to be yes. Now, what if you can't say yes? Try not to say no without having an alternative yes in the same breath. Here's what I made up for you guys. So a really demanding customer loves your pizza, and they just bought their own pizza oven. I did buy one here a couple years ago. I saw the pros were like, oh, this one's pretty good. So I bought one. And then let's pretend that I'm really demanding. I call Will at That's a Some Pizza, and I say, hey, could one of your guys come over tonight, show me how to use my new pizza oven? So Will could say, no, Micah, you are a pain in the ass. Or he could say, although I'm not able to come to your home, Micah, this evening to show you how to use your new pizza oven, maybe we could arrange a time when you could FaceTime with one of my cooks, and they could show you, maybe during regular business hours. So there's always a way, and in fact, this is one of the requirements if you wanted to be a Forbes 5-star establishment. Most of you guys aren't going to want to do that because it's very, very tricky. But if you did want to do that, this is one of the requirements. Don't say no to a customer without offering one or two reasonable alternatives. Before I go any farther, there are exceptions to this, and the exceptions are related to security, privacy, and safety. If a customer wanted to move their chair to be in front of one of these marked exits, I mean, you'll find a yes for them. You're like, well, perhaps you'd enjoy just as much sitting over here. But privacy of customers, security and safety are non-negotiables. And there have been some very nice organizations that have had trouble with this. There are some really nice, very yes-oriented employees at Apple. I guess there's just one young guy working at Apple, and this was a few years back, and he got scammed by a hacker who convinced him that, oh, he'd lost his password and blah, 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 but he was just trying to hack the system. So those don't fall under my always give them a yes answers.